Hello viewers and welcome back. So today, have you ever asked yourself, what items should I buy to put on eBay? We're going to get to that question and more on today's episode. Okay, so today I asked the question, what are the items that we should get for eBay? Well, I don't have all the answers, but I can tell you what I got for eBay. I went on a road trip. I went to antique stores, did an auction, and hit thrift stores, and I came up with a few items that I think will do really good on eBay. Doesn't mean that these are all perfect items, because some will be hits and some will be misses, but I'm going to show you what I got, explain why I bought it, and what I think I might be able to get out of it, and we'll go forward with that. Some of you who have watched my first video know that this is my second video that I made, so I allowed comments on my first one that would allow me to improve this one. So this is going out to my niece Kaylee. You said, hey, why don't you put music in the background? So as you know, I'm a country music fan and I love country music, so I put a little George Strait in the background so that our viewers will be pleased. And Kaylee, you should know that if you ask your uncle something, you got to be a little bit more specific. Alright, so the first item. Some of these have already listed on eBay, and some will get listed on eBay. This is an HP printer cartridge. It's a very large cartridge. I bought it, and I think I can get like $25 for it. Easy purchase, found it at a thrift store. This is Swiss Espresso decalification liquid. So it takes the calcium buildup on side of this espresso machine out. This I'm not sure, I think I can get like $20 for it. Down here I was at an antique store, one of those multi-booth malls, and they had 50% off everything in their section, and this little viewer, I'll just show it to you real quick, is for the old antique slides. You put the slide in up here and you can project it out through here onto a wall or something so you can see what the slides are. Very cool, a hot item. I've sold lots of these types of things. I'm guessing like $24 for that. Now something, if you're just starting out on eBay, vacuum bags are often in thrift stores really cheap. You don't get a lot out of them. This one I'm thinking I'm only going to get like $8 or $9 out of, which is perfectly fine. I didn't pay very much for it. Super light to ship. Good profit margin there. And so when I talk about profit margin, I'm referring to what I can make after all costs, after the cost of the item, shipping, PayPal, eBay, and whatever other costs I might have into the item. So I don't have to have a huge sell price if I can get the price of the right item, which is something you learn just over time. So this is a filter for vacuum, as you can see, Eureka. Again, this item is only going to sell for $8 or $9, but I paid really not very much for it, and I should make about $4 off of this item when I sell it. So this item, sorry I have to pull it out. I won it at an auction. They're very cool. Bookends are something that just really do sell well, and this is a pair of bookends that go together, kind of like that, to make a old style Western wagon. You can see the front, turn it around, see the back, and they just sit on the shelf. These are rosin. I'm asking, I believe, like $35 for these with free shipping. Or with shipping, I can't remember. I might have put it on auction. The last item in this box, something I'd never seen before. It is called Build It All. It is from Zutter, and it is a binding machine. This binding machine actually works for binding books. These little plastic binders, make your own books. Pretty popular item. I'm thinking like $30, $35 for this. Very cool. So something I haven't really shown you is that I'm pulling this stuff out of these totes. I use totes whenever I travel so that I don't get things wet. I don't get them dirty when transporting them. I throw them in here and then I bring them home, and I can bring them down to my basement, which is where I do my stuff. Alright, so this one, I got a label gun. You've probably seen these at your retail shops, grocery stores. These are pretty good. They sell for $35, $40. They take a little bit of cleaning. They're easy to use, and when the stores are done with them, they just sell them for next to nothing. So, pretty cool item. I bought a little miniature label maker from Dymo. Sorry. Very good. This one is a RCA Discman. It also has the cassette adapter and the power charger for it, and a set of headphones. So all in all, this item right here is a pretty hot item. I should be able to get close to $40 for it. So if you have any Discman hanging around at home and you need to make some extra cash, that's a pretty good way to do it. Alright, so this item, sorry I had to dip down so far out of sight. This is a very old pastry press, also known as a cookie maker. And apparently very difficult to get into. There we go. I think you can kind of see that. No no electronics, just very simple vintage cookie press. Now, these sell year-round. They sell best during Christmas. That time has passed, but it's still a very good item to have. So I sell a lot of these, and I'll probably end up making a video on how to test it, clean it, and present it for an eBay presentation somewhere down the road. But it is a DVD VCR combo. This one is a Sony. I can sell these for $70 or $80, and if I have a remote, which I always have lots of remotes, I may be able to even increase that a little bit by 10 or 15 bucks if I have a remote that goes with it. These items here are made of cast iron. Sometimes you call these trivets. These aren't real trivets. These are kind of wall hangers. As you can see, there's a hanger on the back. But they're cast iron, they're vintage. I don't know what I can get for these. I'm going to sell them as a set, I think. I got one more thing here in this bag and one more tote to go through. I'll try to make it quick so you guys don't get bored on me. This is an HP handheld calculator. It's pretty old, probably the 70s. And I think I can get about $25 for it. After I clean it up and do good pictures and list it. Okay, let me grab this last tote here. Okay, so this is a very old cake pan. Vintage aluminum cake pans, depending on the maker and what they're for, sell pretty well. This is cake flour pan from Swan Down. Never really heard of them. Just says makes better cakes. These are made in the USA. I'm guessing 1940s or 50s. So I don't like doing clothing because clothing is difficult. It takes a long time to sell. All that kind of stuff. So occasionally I'll buy some clothing. This is a really nice Western jacket by Cripple Creek. You see it's got pretty good design on the back. It's a real leather. It's probably the 70s. Very nice. And then I got another one from the same auction. Nice leather designs. This one's black. This one's from Cripple Creek. And then I got one more vintage leather suede jacket. It's got really nice clean design on it. And this one's from Scully. The two Cripple Creek ones, I'm guessing I'll get like 60. The Scully I may get over 100 for. I just got to do some research and see where it falls in line, and then see if I can get that out of it. I didn't pay much for any of them. This is the last auction item. No, wait, I have one more auction item. So this is a very old Lionel train station stop for trains. It's kind of cool. It's got some old vintage signage right here on it. Makes it very collectible. And after I clean it up, because when I list it, it won't have all this dust and dirt and stuff on it. it'll look as clean as I can make it look and presented well so that I can get the most out of it. This is a little cast reel. It's kind of old. It works pretty smooth, and with a little work it'll work even smoother. I usually can get about $25 for these. The last item I have in here, the receipt's still there, is a Kodak video camera, XL35. I didn't pay hardly anything for it, and they sell for about $40. I might be able to get a little more because it has a leather hard case. It has some light bulbs for the flash. Very cool find there. So come back next time and we'll come up with something new to talk about. Thanks for joining me. Remember to subscribe to my channel and share it with as many people as you can if you like it, so that I can get more views and keep helping out others. Have a good day.